we get into the video, to all the clients out there that's wondering how you could book me, I am on Booksy. You could type in 360 Jeezy to find me there. I schedule my appointments 2 weeks out, so it's not like I'm booked out all year. So my client wanted to take his hair down to a 10 guard, right? So I went ahead and grabbed my Babyliss dual coil clippers, and I'm just going against the grain, making sure everything is even and at that length. So if you're wondering about the review on these clippers, they're on the way, all right? I had used these clippers so much that they're not really like presentable to review for you guys. So I got some more coming on the way. I'm gonna hurry up and get that review for you guys, because there's something that I did to this clipper that makes them 10 times better, all right? So stay tuned for that. So moving on to the taper, I'm gonna set in my bald line first. And the way I'm gonna set this bald line in is in a rainbow-like shape. Now the reason why I'm doing it in a rainbow-like shape, first, for one, I want to look different. I want my shape of the blend to look different, and I want people to be like, hey, where did you get your haircut? Secondly, I'm using this technique to basically keep as much as the C-cup curve as much as possible. That's why bending it, downward makes sense. And from here on out, I'm just gonna continue to build on top of this guideline, right? I got my clippers with the lever fully open, and I'm going up about a 1/2 inch, making sure that I use only the corners of my blade. The reason why I'm using the corners of my blade is because it allows me to keep that shape. If you use the full blade, it's gonna take off more on that left side or that right side of the corner of the blade, and it's gonna make it basically straight, right? So make sure you use the corners of the blade to adjust where you need to adjust at. So the next guideline I'm setting in is with the 1 guard with the lever open, and I'm going up about that same width, making sure that I scoop out as much as possible. You don't want to make a harsh guideline. You kind of want to make everything flow into that bulk that's on top. So you see I'm kind of flicking out as I go, kind of scooping out, combing down, making sure that hair is nice and laid as I go. So normally I work my way back down, but I noticed that bulk at the top is just killing me so much, so I have to attack it. So I got my 2 guard on right now, and I'm just kind of flicking out, basically debulking the top, making sure it runs into the top smoothly. Now that I'm done setting in my guidelines, I always like to take baby steps as I blend back down. So I went ahead and put back on that 1 guard, and now I'm just kind of cleaning up that area between the 1 and the 2 in a flick out motion. So I like to take baby steps going back down. So all I did was close the lever on that 1 guard, and I'm just cleaning up that middle line as much as possible. Now, this is not gonna take it out. This is just softening it up, so it's easier to take it out with the next step. This will, lessen how much you have to detail. Now with the 0 guard closed in a flick out motion, flick out that middle line. Notice how I'm using my corners the entire time. I want to maintain that, curve as much as possible. So I'm really just going step by step, section by section on taking out this middle line. So with the zero guard close couldn't take out, I'm gonna come right behind it with my lever open, and I'm just kind of detailing at this point. I'm kind of knocking out those areas where the zero guard close couldn't take out. So like I said, baby steps. To take out this bottom line, I set my lever in the middle, and I'm just softening up this bottom line as much as possible. That way, it's easier to take it out with the lever fully closed. Now with the lever fully closed in a flick out motion, I'm just notching out this bottom line as much as possible, starting below the line, flicking to the line, really making sure that I stay in that mode, stay in that area, right? And if I need to go up in any way, I'm adjusting my lever as I go up. And lastly, detailing is most important, right? After you set in your guidelines, you take them out. It's all about detailing. Detailing sets you apart from being just a regular average barber, right? What I like to do is I like to refer to the mirror. The mirror shows you a different perspective on the blend than just seeing it head on. Also, if you don't have access to a mirror, that's fine. Rest your eyes, come back to the blend. You'll start seeing stuff that you didn't see before. You start realizing like, oh man, I need to, get in this area where I see bulk a little bit more, by using the edge of your blade. So always detail your work. This sets you apart. So as far as the back goes, it's the same exact steps. For all my students out there, anybody that's trying to learn how to cut hair, you're gonna wanna memorize these steps, all right? That's extremely important when it comes to how fast you're gonna take on this haircut, right? You don't wanna have to think about what you're gonna do next. You wanna know this already, right? Because thinking about what you need to do as far as taking out the guidelines is already hard enough, right? So don't think about what to do next. Have those steps memorized so you're not thinking about that part. That's one less thing you have to think about. These steps I use on everybody, no matter what type of hair texture you have. I always use this step. Bald line, lever open, 1 guard, 2 guard, come back down, take out that middle line, 0 guard close, take out that bottom line, lever close. Now you can soften these things up like I did, but those are the essential steps that you need to take to just create the guidelines and to take them out. So right now I'm gonna prep the front hairline by clipper over combing anything that's hanging over, all right? He doesn't want a helmet, you know what I mean, as a front lineup. So to get it as flat as possible, you want to clipper over comb and make it blend into the bulk as much as possible. Now, when it comes to enhancements, I don't recommend beginners to use enhancements because you want to learn how to perfect the cut as much as possible. You don't want to spray enhancement on beginner work, right? It just doesn't look good. So learn how to perfect the cut as much as possible first. That way, when you do throw on an enhancements, it does what the purpose is for, to enhance the haircut. But for anybody that want to know my mix, I use Kiss Express K98 Black, and I mix it 50% with alcohol. Listen, let me tell you why they call me 360. When they sit in my chair, I fit them in a full 360, and they come out looking like, wait, dun, 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 dun. YouTube, this is the cut. And if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, HustleDreamProduction, that's my brother, he does all my beats. His YouTube channel will be linked in the description below. Make sure you guys go give him a follow. Also, if you want to know where you can find any tools that you see in this video, links will be in the description below. Otherwise, you guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. My TikTok is official360Jeezy, and my Instagram is 360Jeezy. But it's your boy 360Jeezy, and I'm out of here.